Welcome back, agents. Today we will delve into an extraordinary case, where the anomaly itself challenges the containment methods served for by the Foundation. As we are about to see, some challenges prove to be much more intricate than simple contingency plans and disinformation campaigns. Item number 3993. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-3993 is to be sheeted in a waterproof metal and plastic framework. Two 1.4 meter LCD displays must be attached on both larger sides, displaying rich media advertising. A keyboard and Android tablet are to be fixed on the narrow sidewalk edge with two USB Type-A ports. Care must be taken to render both USB ports, the keyboard, and the tablet totally inoperable. SCP-3993 must be monitored at all times by a standard surveillance team, with access to CD and NYPD cameras plus SCP remote imaging. All members of the public who may have connected to SCP-3993's Wi-Fi must be logged, and any changes in SCP-3993's form or position should be recorded. For full containment details, please consult NYC Starbridge CD Link Kiosk Installation Guide, Revision 4.8. Note from Principal Researcher MacLeod. New Yorkers might not expect SCP-3993's physical interfaces to work, but will have to come up with something else for other cities. Description: SCP-3993 is a black object measuring 2.8 by 0.9 by 0.3 meters, composed of an intermediate, extremely dense material. SCP-3993 appeared on the sidewalk at the intersection of Street and Avenue at 3:32:50 a.m. on 2014, April 2nd, displacing a payphone. Low-quality CCTV footage from an adjacent Starbucks revealed no humans or machines were involved in the removal of the payphone or placement of SCP-3993. SCP personnel were notified of the object within an hour, and immediately staged a vehicular accident at the site, allowing them to erect a containment tent and redirect all public traffic for the following 36 hours. During this time, SCP-3993 was inspected using portable spectrometers. No harmful materials were detected, but industrial cutting instruments of a type safely usable in metropolitan areas, i.e., no explosive or lasers, were unable to remove a sample of the object. Removal of the object was not possible due to its high density and weight. At 2:08:30 a.m. and 4:19:42 a.m. on 2014, April 3rd, two identical objects termed SCP-3993-2 and SCP-3993-3, the original now termed SCP-3993-1, appeared on sidewalks in Lower Manhattan, also displacing payphones. Similar containment procedures were enacted. Confronted with the possibility that many more instances of SCP-3993 might materialize in short order, the on-site technical lead, consulting with SCP headquarters via Wi-Fi video chat, made an imaginative suggestion, presenting the objects as prototype public internet access points. 2 days later, on 2014, April 5, SCP officials, under the guise of the Starbridge Consortium, met with Mayor de Blasio's staff and proposed a complete replacement of the city's 7,000 plus payphones with free, advertising-funded Wi-Fi internet communication kiosks. On 2014, April 30, the agreement was made public, with the project name Link NYC. Over the following 6 months, 238 additional instances of SCP-3993 appeared across Lower Manhattan and Midtown, each successfully sheltered in a Link NYC kiosk within 12 hours. However, providing the kiosk with the promised gigabyte internet connectivity was a much more difficult proposition due to multiple breakdowns in negotiations with Comcast. The problem was solved, albeit in an unconventional manner, on 2014, October 29. Phone transcript between SCP Principal Investigator MacLeod conducting close surveillance of SCP-3993-188 from a nearby Jamba juice, and SCP Assistant Logistics Director, New York, Witeska.
Well done, Witeska. What did you promise them? What on earth are you talking about? Was it the fiber multiplexing tech? Or the femtome cell research? Never mind, it's of little consequence. What's important is that I'm now speaking to you through this Wi-Fi access point named Gigabit Link NYC. Low latency, high bandwidth. Really, I'm impressed. The Comcast meeting isn't until Friday. So what the did I just connect to?
A reconstruction of events reveals that 25 minutes prior to this phone call, SCP-3993-1 through 239 simultaneously activated high-powered, unprotected 802.11 AC Internet access points. Each Internet kiosk offered a bandwidth of 3.2 gigabits, and according to packet tracing, multiple redundant connections to the Internet backbone, despite having no physical network connections. SCP personnel immediately moved to contain the Wi-Fi access points with Faraday cages. A hurried press release claiming upgrades was issued. The cages did not completely block the access points. Instead, they merely reduced effective Wi-Fi range by 62%. SCP physicists theorized that SCP-3993 was employing a neutrino-based quantum tunneling effect to maintain its connection. Increasing the thickness of the cage, 1.4 meters, reduced range by 98%. But it was deemed to be too disruptive to the built environment, not to mention highly damaging to real estate values. Attempts to jam the signal and flood the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz spectrum with noise were rapidly met with swift protests from locals, culminating in a small riot in the NYU student dorms adjacent to SCP-3993-75. At this point, SCP Principal Investigator MacLeod ordered the Faraday cages to be dismantled, jamming efforts deactivated, and efforts redirected towards understanding the nature of the Wi-Fi access points and what harm they pose. Initial testing produced no unusual results. The access points connected to the present-day, real-world internet. Even after multiple hours of web browsing, no ill effects were observed on D-class personnel or members of the public. In fact, follow-up testing conducted on 487 frequent users of SCP-3993's access points 1 month later showed quite the opposite. The users scored a statistically significant increase of 3 points on the Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale, aka Wechsler IQ test. They also demonstrated reduced violent tendencies and greater feelings of empathy, with the effects persisting for an average of 5 months. Repeated usage of SCP-3993 saw increases of 15 IQ points or more amongst most individuals. The mechanism in which SCP-3993 acts to increase intelligence was identified via deep packet inspection on a modified Android device. SCP-3993 changes the content of internet traffic en route to connecting devices, serving different pages, podcasts, videos, and social media posts. It rarely creates new content, but instead manipulates search results and social media feeds, themselves generated by complex and opaque algorithms, to surface what researchers term life-changing content. Chat log between SCP researcher Nguyen and D1493, repeated user of SCP-3993-22.
Sup?
Saw this crazy thing on Reddit today. Commented about a girl my age. Really inspiring story. Never thought I'd see that on Reddit.
Yeah?
Think I'm gonna take school more seriously now.
Huh.
Just makes you think. If she can stop being a screw up, maybe I can too. Just gotta work hard at it.
SCP-3993 can compromise all extant and planned forms of SSL, TLS cryptographic network security protocols in real time. Some forms of highly complex, cutting-edge encryption, too computationally expensive for the majority of consumer devices, have proven more durable, although in recent months, SCP-3993 has demonstrated the capacity to circumvent even them. It is theorized that SCP-3993's computing power scales not only with the number of instances, but also the devices that have connected to it. Since we cannot rely on any consumer-grade form of encryption to contain SCP-3993, efforts have been directed towards broader forms of containment. For example, cheaper and faster mobile internet would significantly reduce public demand for SCP-3993 services. Unfortunately, negotiations with US telecom providers have been fruitless, and since late 2016, SCP-3993 has begun to experiment with new forms of long-range wireless technology, including 4G and 5G cell tower spoofing. Note from SCP Principal Investigator MacLeod.
SCP-3993 is one of the most perplexing adversaries we have faced. Where did it come from? Is it trying to uplift us? And for what reason? Why has it chosen to manifest itself as a free wireless access point, of all things? Did we cause this through our own actions when it arrived? Regardless, despite its apparent lack of aggression, it would be a great mistake to underestimate its reach and power. Every day, more of our reality is consumed and mediated through our internet-connected devices. We consume the news on them. We communicate with our friends and family. Our opinions are formed, and our intentions molded by these ever-present screens. As we use more sophisticated devices that employ virtual and augmented reality, SCP-3993's ability to manipulate our reality and our intelligence will increase exponentially. For the inhabitants of New York, it's entirely possible that their every waking moment could soon be mediated by SCP-3993. We can be thankful, at least, that SCP-3993 has effectively self-contained its spread to New York. I suspect that this city was chosen due to its high population density, along with its high usage of mobile devices. New York's status as a world leader in business, media, and culture may also assist SCP-3993 in its inscrutable goals. But if it spreads beyond the bounds of this city, it's not clear how we can stop it without inciting mass panic.
Addendum. Incident Log 2015, February 4th. SCP-3993 spreads to 714 locations. 2015, November 29th. SCP-3993 spreads to 2053 locations. 2016, December 1st. SCP-3993 spreads to 7,592 locations. 2017, January 6th. SCP-3993 sighted in Columbus, Ohio, London, UK, and Tokyo, Japan. 2017, January 8th. New logo appears on all SCP-3993 sheets. Free, super fast Wi-Fi, and that's just the beginning. End log. Is this a play? Are we facing a silent yet efficient invasion? Or is it merely the benevolent act of a mysterious entity? The fact remains that the appearance of these objects poses a risk to our daily lives, and leaving them unchecked could trigger hysteria and widespread chaos. We must persist in seeking ways to eliminate these incidents before they herald the onset of what may be the end. I am Virus Trisonimo. We are the GOC, and you have been informed.